What's up, Meisterville? Welcome to episode 6 of the Creative Podcast. We're on episode 6. That's amazing. I am here today with It's Cybers, all the way from Florida. What up, bro? How are you doing, man? How are you feeling?
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cyber. I'm sorry, I gotta do my intro every
Yeah,
time.
hey, do it,
Every
do
time
it,
my
do
name
it.
is mentioned.
Do it.
But
It's all
yeah,
cool, man.
yeah, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing all right, get a bit of cold still out here, but we chilling, we surviving.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I
So
know
you
that
got
feeling.
this correspondence from the motherland. Yeah, you can tell everybody, you can tell your homies that you got correspondence with the motherland. Nah, man, but it's good.
Yes, sir.
It's good to finally talk to you, man. We've been talking online. I've been seeing a lot of your stuff on Twitter and everything. Been seeing your Ninjala gameplays. Those are amazing. There'll be links to that in the description down below of this video, so you can go pop over to It's Cybers yourself and just check out what the man been doing, because I think it's fire. I think it's fire content on that
You
stuff.
you you think so?
Ah, I enjoy it. And the crazy thing is, being a YouTuber, I don't know if it's this way for you, but for me, like, to pay attention to content is very difficult when you have to create content all the time. So for something to hold
Yeah,
my attention for like 20, 30 minutes when I'm like, I should be editing videos, that's insane for me. So yeah, big ups to you, man. I think that that's some really good content you got going on there. Because if you can get
thanks.
another YouTuber to sit down, that's already like an achievement and a half. Like, that's not even counting the casuals that are going to be rolling through.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I wanted to ask, what made you start YouTube, man? Like, what was the defining factor? I'll give you my origin story after you give me yours.
Okay. Well, that goes back in like 20 2015, I think. I used to watch like lots of Minecraft videos and just see people play Minecraft. One of my favorite YouTubers in particular was Sky Does Minecraft,
Oh,
and
okay.
I always watch his videos and just his commentary, the way he deliver his performance, the way he acts with his friends, and just have fun. It felt inspiring to me, so I was like, you know what, might as well just try it out. I want to um be on the same level as him, but different. You understand?
Nah, that's
So yeah, that's
definitely that sounds cool. That's definitely a way to conduct yourself. I think like there's too much, like, I don't even want to call it competition. I don't think because I don't think it's like competition. I think it's like jealousy and envy on the YouTube space sometimes.
yeah,
Like, people are like,
yeah,
I want to take his spot. Like, it's not like I want to be on his level type of thing. And I think that's where a lot of
yeah,
YouTubers fail, because like a lot of people would be like, my channel's not growing, but it's like you post 2 times a month, you don't have your tags in order, your banner is looking trash. Like, there's so much stuff that goes into being a YouTuber, because people think this game is easy. Like, they think it's just, I just make videos. The same 2006. Not anymore.
yeah. Takes trust me, it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. Just it takes so much just to like be noticed by these people. Who, like, you see millions of YouTubers have millions of subscribers, and they didn't just get all that by like posting the video and do some small edits and stuff. Like, it takes a lot of work when it comes to this as a career and as like something you should do for fun.
Yeah, and I also wanted to ask you this, because I recently started gaming, because I actually saw you gaming. I was like, yeah, maybe I could get in on this. You know what I'm saying? So I actually started a gaming channel, and I don't know if you felt this, but I definitely feel it. There's a huge difference to when you're just playing a game versus when you're like recording stuff and you have to do commentary on it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, can you talk on that? Like, do you have to psych yourself out? Like, because sometimes personally, I feel like I just want to play the game, but I know I have to hold on this for content, because if I just play it, it's not going to be like a genuine reaction.
yeah. In my opinion, it honestly depends on what type of game you're playing. Because for like example, I used to upload videos of Ghost of Tsushima when
Hmm.
it came out. I think you saw some of the
Yeah, I
videos and
saw
stuff.
I saw some of those videos, man.
Yeah. And like I really love the game. It's a very good game to play, but The only problem is it's kind of hard for me to like try to record and try to enjoy the game at the same time because it's really difficult because I had to come up with a whole like just like change my mindset to the point where like, hey, I'm recording this. I'm supposed to make fun of this game. I'm supposed to have fun, do funny stuff, and it's a real like burden, but you'll get used to it the more that you do it. And it's also the fact that like when a new game comes out and you want to record that game, it's so hard not to like look on social media, look on any type of internet or
Bruh,
social media
people don't
source.
respect spoilers. People don't
Yeah,
respect spoilers, man. Damn.
yeah, they will spoil that game. So it's
Like
like,
I actually, because I also do skits, so I was having this idea that I wanted to do. I hope to do it one day, but I wanted to create like like how we
yeah,
have a superheroes. So I wanted to create the BS man, like blocking spoiler man, basically where you're just defending
yeah,
people from spoilers. Because people
yeah,
just
you
be
got to, man,
people just be
because
spoiling everything, bro. It's like, damn, wait.
yeah, we're like, oh yeah, new game. Oh, can't be on Twitter for the next 2 months.
Bruh, they spoil every, and I'm like, how do they do it? Like these people, are they spies? Are they in the are they in the dev studio? What's
Hey,
happening?
I don't even know. All I know
Well,
is that I can't be on social media.
well, you're primarily a gaming YouTuber, right? Like most of
Yeah,
your content is gaming. So what I
yeah,
wanted to ask is like I wanted to talk about a couple of the gaming controversies. I mean, I know they kind of old, but they still like pop up here and there. So there was the whole Last of Us 2. I don't know if you played Last of Us 2 or if you saw anything from Last of Us 2.
yes.
Yeah, there was
I
that
actually
whole
recorded some videos of it.
okay. Damn, I gotta go look. I gotta go look for that stuff. I gotta go look for that stuff because I didn't see your gameplay of it, and I was looking for that.
Yeah,
But yeah, with that whole controversy thing, what was your take on it? Because I think for me, the backlash is not because of how they did this. Is because of the execution of the story, not the actual story itself. Like I think the
yeah.
story itself had great ideas, but the execution was a little bit whack. And I mean, I'll talk about it after you give me your take.
To be honest, my take is the same as yours. Like, the story was fun. Like, they had a good idea. It's just like they didn't do it right. Um, I really like the story and the fact that like Ellie being Ellie. It's just for some it's nostalgia and for some it's just like hype because it's a really cool character, kind of like Clementine from Walking Dead.
Mm.
But it's also the fact that like some of the events that happen in the story like shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I'll tell you something that bothered me. I felt like they made Abby a superhero in that story, personally. Bruh, like,
Understandable.
because like she's always saving people from stuff, always. And then it's like the game tries to make her slick, but I'm like, first of all, it doesn't make sense why she develops that connection with those two. What were they again? The people with the scars. Are they scars?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
like
they Scars of Wolves one of them.
yeah, like that didn't make sense to me personally because I was just like, you've killed how many of these people and you paid your debt back. Like you helped them get to safety. So her going
Yeah,
back for me was inconsistent. I was just like, there's no reason
true.
other than to just push the story forward. And then the other thing was, I'm trying to, oh yeah, like Tommy. Tommy in that game was hella inconsistent as well because in the beginning he
Yeah,
bounces to keep Ellie safe, and then all of a sudden he like,
yeah.
now
He
we need to go
leaves.
get this girl. We have to ride out. It's like, bro, what you in the beginning you were like, keep Ellie away from this situation. I'm gonna go handle it myself. And now when Ellie has all the happiness she's supposed to have, now you want to
Yeah,
come in like, oh, we gotta get this. We gotta get this girl. We gotta.
yeah. And
I
he
was just
got
like,
mad when like
I was like, bro, that's not the same
um,
Tommy from the beginning of this game. So for me, I feel like the
yeah,
backlash was warranted because of the inconsistency, not because of the stupid stuff like the design of Abby or Abby like trying to show both sides. I was like, that's fine, but you got to keep your characters
mhm,
consistent. You can't just make people flip flop like flapjacks whenever the story
true.
needs it. So
That's true.
that was my big thing. That was my big thing.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think like the part where you play as Abby. I feel like that story should have been shorter because
Mm.
there was like so much hype building up to that moment where Abby and Ellie fought, and then it just like cuts to like where Abby's story takes place, and I'm like, come on, man! Now I got to waste like 5 hours just to play that part again, just to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, man. I also think like they should have made another game in between. I felt like this one was it
Yeah.
was too early for this. Like there should have been a second game where Ellie and Joel work out their issues and all of that stuff, and then maybe you have a third game, and then maybe they could have played it out exactly the same way, and it still would have been fine.
Yeah, yeah, that's true because like they also told the story between like um Ellie and them do flashbacks, which was really like a concern of mine because I wanted to experience that moment with them. Like, you
Yeah,
know, when um Joe told Ellie that I'm the one who like bailed you out and I'm the one who kept you alive. Like that was a really a big impact in the last game, but just to see it play as like a flashback, like in this game, it just really it hurted me so much.
yeah, yeah, that bothered me too. Also, I want to say this. Like, I know Joel's not a great person, whatever. I know that. What I want to say is this. The Fireflies did not have a cure. Like, they actually did not have a cure. They did not
Yeah.
know how this thing, like, they were terrible doctors and scientists if you actually go back through the logs. Like, I think in the
Mhm.
first game, you find like a recording where they're like, I don't know if this is gonna work, man. They're
Yeah.
literally just like, I don't know if this I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe Ellie is the cure. So I was like, you were just gonna body. You were just gonna body like a whole 13-year-old kid. You were just gonna body a whole 13-year-old kid on like a guess. I was like, you better be
Yeah.
100% sure. So I was Team Joel on that one. I was like, look, Joel, I was Team Joel on that one. I'm like, I get that you mad.
Same. But
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
game came and go. And I also want to say, for those of you who want to defend Abby, Abby also killed a bunch of wolf people. So that means that the next game they must have those children of those people go after Abby must. Like if if Abby
True.
was right.
In my opinion, if they going to make a third game, I feel like it should be a different story, like different characters and
Yeah,
everything.
it's got to be an anthology
Because
now. They can't do that.
yeah, yeah, because the second part they did like most stuff wrong. Like
Yeah, man. But the gameplay was great. That's what pissed me off. It was so like the
yeah,
gameplay was so good and so engaging, and the stuff that they changed, which was a lot of stuff. I was like, and then also they gave Abby all the cool weapons. I didn't like that either. Like
yeah,
she gets better weapons than Ellie. I was like, come on, Ellie's on the cover.
true. I
Ellie,
guess just the fact that like she's a main villain, so you know, main villain gotta have cool villain weapons.
well, some people say she's the hero and Ellie is the villain, which also I didn't agree with because I was just like, that's the thing. The game made Ellie seem like she's a psychopath, and Abby is just
Yeah,
this wonderful person. That's what I didn't like. They didn't actually balance both sides. They kind of just made Abby like she does stuff, sure, like when she sleeps with Owen's girlfriend, Owen's no, when she sleeps with Owen, sorry, she's not
yeah,
gay. Yeah, when she sleeps with Owen. As much as people say she got a man body, and that's apparently real. Like I've seen MMA UFC women with chests like that. So I was like, okay, that's possible. But the point being is that when she sleeps with Owen or whatever his name is, that punk ass, that character, I hated that character as well because he was just all over the place. But yeah, like other than that, she's just basically this Captain America type character the whole time. And Ellie is just on this revenge, kill everybody. I don't care. And I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. That bothered me because I was like, there's no way Ellie is like this. Like, I don't think so.
yeah.
You know? So that was just me.
Well, can I say, in my opinion, like, do you think it's just the fact that they used the like revenge cliche where somebody dies and they like, oh no, we got to get that person back? Because I know a lot of movies and a lot of games use the same idea. So I'm thinking like is it just like the fact that they used the revenge cliche, or do you think it's just the fact that like the whole game was just like this?
No, I think that throughout the game, like the game for story wise, because I write as well and I do story stuff as well. So I think
Yeah.
story wise, they always wanted to make something big, but then they would undercut it. It's like they never committed to ideas. Like, for example, Ellie's huge reveal that she's supposedly immune. That's supposed to be a big deal, and it just gets brushed to the wayside. It's just like, oh, you are? Okay, let's go. It was like, wait, nobody's going to address the fact that she just revealed a very big thing about herself? No? Okay. Um, with Joel, like basically what happens is everything gets revealed in a line of exposition, which would didn't make sense to me because I'm like, there's no way they would trust these people right up off the bat or whatever. You know, it's not like they would just be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm Tommy and this is Joel and we're from here and all of that stuff and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That was just like, oh, so we're just going to reveal the whole plot. The whole plot is just that's what we're doing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I felt like they had big ambitions, but they didn't meet them. They never like at certain story points they just never met it, and they never addressed the foul stuff that Abby does. Not really, like the fact that she kills her teammates for this kid, and I was just like, so she's just gonna get a pass on that, and it's all good. It's all good. She's Abby's all great because she's saving this trend. And then also another thing is they drag the story out for me too much. It was just like, here's a
Yeah.
plot. Now we got to go do this thing. Then we got to stop here. Then we got to go do this thing. Like, I mean, Ellie shouldn't have left the farm. She shouldn't have left the farm, really. That was the end of the game.
Yeah.
If you put the game down there, solid ending,
It
beautiful
was all
ending. We
good.
done.
Yeah. And they just added that part for like, hey, hopefully she do something. Then it's like, oh, like wasted 2 hours.
Yeah, like she should like if she was gonna go, she should have killed her. Like you can't have this crisis
Yeah.
of conscience after you wipe out an entire camp. She killed like 30 extra people to go after Abby, not to finish the job. I was just like, what was the point? Should have stayed on the farm.
True. And like then wasn't that like the place that she went was like it was in a different state. I don't remember like the states and the places that they were,
Yeah.
but just the fact that like she traveled all the way there just to get nothing, come back, and everything's gone.
Yeah, man. I just felt like that was whack. I felt like that was just whack. And it was like it was trying to force depression where depression was not necessary, or like sadness where it was not necessary. So yeah, for
Yeah.
me, that game, like story wise, they dropped the ball. And I don't want to hear it from anybody else because they did. Like I get the ambition, but you can't just drop the ball and then expect everybody to be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like they was doing too much with that whole game.
Yeah.
Just like, oh no, like, oh no, it's been a while since we released another Last of Us game. Let's go big.
Yeah, man.
And I feel
like because the brilliance of the first game was that they went small, like they kept it small. That was the brilliance of the first game. You know what I'm saying? It's just those two characters. This one they added families and they added this person and they added like they were trying to expand the world. And I was just like, look, don't expand so rapidly. But yeah, I've always just wanted to have this Last of Us 2 conversation with the gamer because like a lot of people don't engage with me online on it. And I'm just like, no, it's not about Abby being built like Kotal Khan. Nobody cares about that stuff, really.
she really is. She really is.
Bro, she looked like she can kick your head off your shoulders. Like
True.
Speaking of gaming, though, we got the PlayStation 5 reveal. I saw your live for it. It was pretty hectic. What games are you excited about? Actually, I wanted to get your opinion on that stuff.
Be honest, I'm kind of excited about like every game that was announced. Like even that Bug Snatch game that a lot of people hating on because it's like a childish game. It actually looked interesting based on like the story and how they put the trailer together. But To be honest, I'm just ready for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be costing like hella moolah though. Yeah, seen that price list.
Yeah.
And I'm in South Africa. Your dollar is whooping our ass. Your dollar is it's just
Wow.
bullying. It's just bullying the South African currency. Like it's shoving the South African currency into a locker. So I'm already looking at it like, all right, I gotta save this much money. I gotta have like this much money over here. Like not to make this too political, but as Trump would say, your best economy is the best economy is the best economy.
Yes, sir.
No,
$1,000 for a game.
people gonna get mad at me. People are gonna get mad at me this side. So how you dare you put down our country? It's jokes. Relax. Relax. It's just jokes. It's just jokes.
Relax, everybody.
we international with it. We just joking. But yeah, I actually also got excited by. Well, there's only one game I'm not so sure about, and I don't know if you played it. Did you see the Ratchet and Clank reveal, like for the PlayStation 5?
Oh, yeah, I saw the reveal. Haven't played the one on PlayStation 4, but I played like most of the other ones.
No. The one on PlayStation 4 is that reboot. Yuck.
Yeah.
That reboot. Oh my god. That reboot is horrible. Because like they disregard all the lore and they basically like smash it into one video game. So now you've got like Zoni running around in the origin story. It was like Hollywood, like how Hollywood was like, let's just put in everything people like. It's like, no. Just first off, the reboot was not necessary, and then second of all, it was too much. It was too much. You had weapons from all of the games, and I was like, how did he get this? And I didn't like it, and so much so that I'm not so excited about this reboot though. So I don't know. As a person who's played the Ratchet and Clank games, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I'm just glad he's back because it's just nostalgia to me. The fact that like, hey, I play his games on PlayStation 2 now I play it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But
no, I love Ratchet. I love Ratchet. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off, man.
No, I was just about to say that I love him like as a character, but I don't really mind for like his games.
Another person I was excited for was Crash. I didn't know Crash was coming back at all. I thought Crash was done. Like, I thought after that remaster, we were not getting any more Crash. But now he's got this new game coming out. You think they're going to port it to the PlayStation 5?
Probably. It just came out on the 1st of October. Yeah, 2 days ago. It just came out 2 days ago. I haven't played it yet, but I heard there's some like mixed reviews about it. I need to look it up, but yeah, I'm so excited for Crash to be back. Sorry,
yeah,
Crash.
Man.
Sorry, yeah.
But
one character that I do want back. Sorry, one character that I actually do want back is Jack and Daxter.
Oh yeah, why Naughty Dog? Come on.
Yeah, I feel like their story will be good into like today's economy, like today's world. I feel like they'll be good characters.
Oh man, Jack 2 and Jack 3 was my jam, man. I even own the remaster. I even own the remaster of all the old 3. That game was just legendary, phenomenal, man. Like Naughty Dog, stop putting out these Last of Us 2s. Where is the Jack and Daxter 4? Where is that Jack and Daxter 4?
Exactly. Like, well, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you think that like the old Jack and Daxter games were difficult? Because for me, when I played Jack 2, it was extremely difficult back then.
Yeah. No, PlayStation 2 is the most unforgiving console known to man. If you're looking for difficulty, like PlayStation 1, it was difficult because the controls were wonky or whatever, but I don't really remember PlayStation 1 like that. But PlayStation 2, every game whooped your ass. Every game. There is not a game I remember. Like Tekken 5. Did you ever play Tekken 5?
No, I haven't.
Oh well, I mean, there's a boss at the end, and literally he's got an attack that just takes up the entire screen. He just chows your life, And it's I like it's that thing of like when you play Street Fighter and you get to the final boss and you finally beat him, you start celebrating like you won money or something. It's like
Yeah.
yes, in your face. That was PlayStation 2, man. Like yo, Jack 2 was difficult. Yo, speaking of difficulty, what's the most difficult game you think you played? Like, what's a game where it's like it almost made you rage quit?
Um, I know there's a game. I just have to remember it. Oh man. Uh, it'll come to me.
No, I can tell you one. It's actually on the PlayStation 3. Now that I think about it, because PlayStation 3 also has some hard games. Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden
Oh
2,
yeah.
you will quit. You and there's literally a level. There's literally a level. I'll never forget this. I was playing it. My brother's there. He's watching. And then we fight one of the ninja boss, Genji or whatever, right? You fight him, and he's already got this souped up ability. He's like from the demon realm or whatever, because you know how they get down. and then after, like, I used all my items, all my revives, everything to beat this dude. Like, everything is out. It's maxed out. I'm thinking, okay, we done. We're gonna get to the next level where we gotta fight some guys and I can build up my stuff. Nope. Right after I beat him, another boss comes up with a full 3 health bar thing, and they got grabs and speed and like I was looking at the cutscene, like Ryu's picking up the sword. He's like, "You don't know the honor." I was like, "Ryu, put the sword down, man. Put the sword down. We done, Ryu. We done. They're like, it's over. Like, put the sword down, man. No,
Like,
no."
hey, you got it. You got it. I'll see you in the next game.
And did I not get my ass whooped? Like this boss whooped me like it was my mom, like it was my parent. It was just I got destroyed. That took me. I think it took me a good 6 hours to pass that level. So yeah. So another thing that I want to get into though with you is that I know you make music. Like I've been seeing some fire music. So what's that about? How did that come to pass?
So it's a long story. See, back in my day, when I was a young little kid.
Bro, you look nothing older than 18. Get the hell out of here with that.
True. A lot of people say that. I'm actually 21.
Well, I'm 25, so
yeah, they was in high school in 10th grade. A lot of people told me that like, hey, I should try making music because of my voice. Like back then, I had like a little squeaky voice. It was adorable. I like, hey, you should talk like this or something like that. And people was like, hey, you should make music and stuff. And I was like, okay, but I didn't know how to start because I didn't have any equipment. So I was looking on the App Store on my I had an Android back then. I was looking at the App Store and there was this app called Music Maker Jam that was free, and it was just basically making beats, but using samples and mixing them together as beats. So it's not generally like you making your own beats. It's just you using the loops of somebody else and putting it together. So I started doing that. Started out being a beat maker, just make beats and stuff. And then I think like a couple years later, it was 2017. I just got tired of it. So like, you know what? How about I just start rapping? Just make music about rap and just hope everything goes well. And that's where I'm at today.
Yes, it sounds good though. Like I'm gonna put a link to the SoundCloud in the description of this video as well. Like I dig it. I dig it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's very like trap inspired and influenced. Like you got a lot of the trap flow thing going on. Is that is that something that's in your city, in your area, or is that just something where you rock with that kind of vibe?
Yeah, it's mostly like in my area, like trap and hip hop and R&B is what most artists use in my area, but not many people use like kind of the beats that I use in general, like hard bass, like loud 808s. I don't really see that many people in my area use those type of beats. And it's crazy because like those type of beats are like the same that you hear from like Ski Mask and it's
Yeah.
Tashion.
R.I.P.
And they
R.I.P.
yeah, RP. And they both from Florida and I'm from Florida, so I mean I guess it's just like a Florida thing.
Nah, okay. Speaking of Florida things, like, look, I'm not going to believe the internet 100% because I don't believe in that. I believe in doing your own research as much as you can because a lot of people will just look at stuff and be like, oh, I know everything. Yeah, from 3 seconds,
Yeah.
from 3 seconds, you've attained all the knowledge that you need on a certain subject. Wow. What do we need school for, right? Why you
True.
just go to the internet. Like you can learn everything about politics and everything about a country in 3 seconds. But speaking of Florida, I've heard lots of crazy like stories coming out of Florida, stuff where I'm just like, there's no way it's like that. These guys have to be exaggerating. Like I read an article about a dude who threw an alligator at a Wendy's or something like that. I don't know if that's a real thing, but is like, can you inform people of what Florida is probably actually like instead of us just seeing Florida man all the time?
Okay. Okay. So listen up, everybody. Florida is basically rich people paradise, but boring. Imagine you have all the money in the world and there's nothing you could do with it. That's what basically Florida is to me, because a lot of people say, oh, a lot of people that's not from Florida say, hey, I like Florida. I want to go to Florida. And people who was born and raised in Florida, they like, I don't want to be here, dog. I hate it here.
So it is crazy. It is crazy. It is like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, and also from those stories, most of them are just memes. Like they're not real.
oh, okay. Well, this
But
one, this one I saw it
there
was
are some crazy
reported.
stories.
This one I saw was reported on the news and stuff, and it was like blasted everywhere. And they were like, Florida man throws alligator at a Wendy's, or I was like, that must have been an interesting day at work. Jeez, you just have alligators thrown at you. I was like, damn, man, like, yo, how am I supposed to make your burgers now when there's alligators? But then somebody was like, probably one of those people at the grill know how to wrangle alligators, so they'll be fine. Like they probably just
Probably.
So I mean, you focusing primarily on gaming right now with your content. Is there any plans to expand? Like for me, I started doing skits, and skits was not hitting for me at all. It was just not hitting for me. I was getting 2 views after 5 hours of editing. That was some of the most depressive.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, man, I put in all this lighting, I put in all this writing, I put in all this. I sound like I'm about to start rapping. Lighting and writing. But anyway, then I hopped onto reaction videos because I follow guys like I'm Dante. I don't know if you heard of oh yeah, he follows you on Twitter.
I love Dante.
Yeah, you famous.
Yep.
I'm Dante. And Afro Senju.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I'm just like, guys, I'm also here too. Hey.
Hey, you want me to tell you the story about that?
Yeah, please. Actually, let's get into that.
Okay. So for those who always say like, hey, I don't know who you are, why you so popular? Well, this is my story. So Afro Senju was a couple months ago. Afro Senju was looking for editors for his YouTube channel. And when I was editing my videos, I was like, hey, you know what? I might as well like try to attempt to edit videos for him. Like he had this whole competition where like he was gonna look for, I think it was like 4 or 5 people, and they'll be on like his editing team called Team XL. And there was this video that he wanted people to edit. So it was I think it was a One Punch Man video that he did. Like he already edited before, but he wanted people to edit, basically do their own take of their edits and stuff. And one thing that I haven't really talked about when it comes to my videos and editing is that like no matter how I look at it, I always feel like I edit the same way Afro edits. It's because we have like the same style, same type of comedy. And it's like, I know I'm gonna get to that point where it's gonna be like, hey, people think I edited just like Afro, and then it's like, no, but then again, I do like kind of edit for him, so it kind of works out. But yeah, so oh yeah, spoiler. So so what basically happened was I edited the videos. I edited the video. I sent it to him, and he liked it. It was just the fact that a lot of people was doing their own take, but they wasn't doing like Afro's take. Like my video is probably the closest to how Afro edits his videos, because like I said, I feel like we had the same type of skill set, same type of editing. So yeah, he did a live stream on Twitch, showcasing his videos, and then I went on his Twitch, and then I saw it, and then he gave me a shout out. He said, I had to remember the words. He said, he liked the way I edited the video, not because I did my own take. It's because I did exactly how he would edit. And a lot of people was congratulating me. They saw the video. They was like, "Yo, you edit just like that dude." And I was like, "Hey, it is what it is, you know." So yeah, right now I'm part of his team. I talk to his friends and stuff like Kishar, Sacred, and I'm just part of like the editing aspect, and just like lots of people in the group who does thumbnails for him as well. So I'm able to talk to them and stuff. And yeah, that's how I met Afro. And how I met Dante.
Wait! You met both of them? Get the hell out of here!
Well, I didn't really meet Dante personally, but
nigga, nigga.
I didn't meet him personally though,
bruh. Okay, sorry.
It's all good, but what basically happened was, I guess I don't even know how I became friends with Dante. I was just like chilling at home playing my game, and next thing you know, he followed me on Twitter, and then I was like, "Yo, this dude actually followed me," and it was one of like the big surprises to me. I think mostly because you probably saw the live stream as well of where I edited my videos and stuff, because a lot of people was there. A lot of YouTubers and his squad was there, and I know Afro and Dante, like they friends. They basically friends, like whole YouTube. Everybody in YouTube is friends technically. So I guess it's
especially
just
Black
that,
YouTube,
like,
right?
Yeah, especially.
I see. Yeah.
So I guess it's just like the fact that like Afro following him, I'm following him back. And it was kind of crazy because Dante is one of my big inspirations, and hopefully he sees this video, because if he do, if he do, I'm going to cry.
Hey, bro, we cry together. I'm a cry. Jeez, I'm a huge fan of Dante. Dante, Berlizzi, RDC Worlds, Afro Senju, all those dudes. Jeez.
Yeah.
That is insane. So you are actually successful on YouTube, like legitimately, you're successful on YouTube. You editing for big YouTubers. You got your own channel going. Like that's what I say to a lot of people. Like a lot of people look at YouTube numbers, but YouTube numbers don't mean YouTube success. I mean, it always depends on like the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can edit for a big YouTuber, in my books, you done it. You've done it. You're killing. You're killing. Because, I mean, he's always going to have a revenue stream of income. And, I mean, Afro, to me, from what I've seen, he's 100% legit. He don't do any of that nonsense that, like, a lot of other, punk-ass YouTubers will do, where they don't pay their people. Yeah. From what I've seen. I mean, I'm just going off of what I've seen, because I don't know the guy personally. Hey, Afro, if you're watching this, bro, let me know you personally. Let me get in on that team. But anyway, yeah, so that is so cool. I didn't even know that about you when I was doing my research, because you don't like, which I think is also pretty clever, but you don't like brag about that, which I think is clever, because you're building up your own brand instead of trying to, Because like I think a lot of people also mess that up where they like try and use other people's brand to build their brand. And I'm like, the people aren't subscribing for you, sir. They're subscribing for someone else that's already out there. So eventually you're gonna lose those subscribers anyway. So
That's true.
as a YouTuber, I gotta ask you, what's the worst part about YouTube for you? What's the worst part about YouTube for you? And then let's go into what's the best part. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always two sides to everything.
Okay. So I guess the worst part for me is basically the worst part for me is the idea that like you put in all this time in your work and editing these videos, like how you say, like how you do your skits, and just to upload them and like barely people watch it. Like it's very like it very like hurts me kind of, but it's just the idea that like, hey, you got to keep going, you got to keep doing this stuff, because one thing that I've learned throughout my entire career is that like, no matter what video you make or what video you do, there's somebody who's gonna be bound to like it. You know, somebody's gonna like it. They're gonna tell other people, and that's like, hey, people watching my stuff, and that's just like, it's amazing to me. But yeah, I guess just the whole idea of like editing videos and getting hardly any like response is like very, very bad in YouTube. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who's doing the same thing I'm doing and probably even better, but hardly anybody like watching their videos or anything. And it's sad.
Yeah. It's that's a tough one to swallow when you're just like, I spent 12 hours on this and now this is gonna be fire, and then you upload it and it's like 2 views and you're just like, okay, all right. And then the other, on the flip side, when you do something that's like, it's like 4 minutes, it didn't even have a lot of effort, and then it's like 50 views and you're just like, okay, what?
Yeah.
All right,
so happens a lot.
So what's the best part? What's the best part of YouTube for you?
Best part of YouTube is honestly just building up your brand, becoming somebody different and somebody that like people can look up to and be like, oh, you inspire me, dog. Like if I the moment when I hear somebody say that, like, hey, you inspire me, dog, I'm just like what did I do? I just started editing videos and making videos and having fun. Yeah, it's just the whole idea of like you having fun and just doing what you love. And I feel like that's the best thing in YouTube. And that should be the best thing in YouTube, because I know a lot of people watch YouTube and stuff and do YouTube because they want profit. And like you said, like numbers doesn't matter. It's just the fact that like you doing this with a passion and you doing this with like a heart and stuff. And that's the best thing of YouTube, man. What can I say?
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely believe that, because the thing is with numbers, like I understand why people place importance on it, but you're gonna run out of steam. Like you're gonna run out of steam. Like if you don't have a love, it's like any profession, like gymming or MMA fighting. Like MMA fighters have to love what they do, because that is exhausting. And I'm saying it's the same thing with editing videos. Like you're sitting there for like 12 to 14 hours sometimes you're editing 6 videos or whatever, or like in my case I have 3 channels, so that's already, my upload schedule is already insane. But yeah, like I love, as much as like that stuff sucks when you get low engagement, I love editing videos, and I love it when somebody is like, man, this video was so dope, this video was so cool. My computer
I got a
question.
question.
My computer is complaining. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay.
This happened again.
Well, Bookmeister is taking the time out to calm down his computer. I would like to tell you guys how are you doing?
Bro. Unprofessional.
It's all good. High quality videos, guys.
Well, you know, I'm gonna debate leaving that in there. Who knows? You know, stuff goes wrong all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have a big question for you.
Yeah.
Like, I think you already answered my question, but like, do you have fun editing videos?
Oh, it depends. It depends on my mood. Like I edit regardless of how I feel. So if I'm feeling like I don't
Yeah,
want to edit today, I'm still like I gotta edit today. But some days I'm just like, oh man, this is actually pretty cool. This video is gonna be fire. I'm enjoying it. And what I also do is I watch my videos before I upload them, like just to see if the flow
yeah,
is cool and if like the jokes are hitting and all of that stuff. So I mean, editing, how I feel about it can be up and down, but I'm always going to be consistent on editing. Is my bag on editing and all of that stuff.
yeah. I asked because mostly the reason why I started YouTube, well, kind of, is because I wanted to be an editor. Like, I wanted to be editor for YouTubers and stuff, and like that's my dreams coming true. You know, like I'm working with Afro and stuff.
Yeah,
But
man.
I just some people, when I talk to people about editing, they like, oh man, editing is boring. This is trash. I don't like editing. I just like recording and stuff. But to me, it's like, honestly, in my opinion, well, this is just me, but like I could edit videos all day and I wouldn't get tired at all. Like
Yeah,
I love editing videos.
it shows. It shows on your channel. It shows a lot on your channel the way you edit your stuff. I'm just like, how did he do that? Oh man, that's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, man. Like for me, like if I could ever get to Afro level and I can just be like, yo, here's some money, here's a bag, fam, edit my videos. That would be great for me personally. But like I mean, for me, it's just like it's the grind, and if I don't edit my videos, ain't nobody gonna edit my videos. And yeah, like editing is a cool process sometimes, especially when you get to see the whole thing
Yeah.
come out like that. I think for me, the best part of editing is when the video is complete and you get to see everything flow the way you imagined it in your head. So yeah,
Yeah.
editing's pretty cool. Editing's pretty cool. And I want to say to anybody who want to do YouTube, if you don't got editors, you're gonna have to edit. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to learn how to edit. So don't complain. Like that's the other thing. I'm like people will be like complaining all the time. I'm like, put in the work. That's it. That's all you got. Like that's all you got is your work ethic. But man, I'm so geeked that you edit for Afro. That is so cool, man. That is so cool. But speaking of which, so do you also engage in other mediums of entertainment, or like do you have a favorite TV show, or do you have like a favorite anime or something of those things, of those natures and stuff? Especially because now, if you're rocking with Afro, I know Afro rocks with the animes, so I'm guessing you rock
Yeah.
with some animes. Yeah.
Yeah. I rock with some animes. So, my favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. Um, really good show. If people haven't watched it, they really should. And I wish the anime could come back.
Well, I mean, it is coming back. I don't know if you saw God of High School. That's a new one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
yeah.
I'm currently watching that.
I've
And
been yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was trying to say I heard that the season finale was like, I think it was this week or last week. Like, have you been watching God of High School?
Oh, me, I've been reviewing it on my channel. Like, been reviewing all
Oh
of the
yeah,
episodes. Non-spoiler, of course, because I want people to find out for themselves. And then if people want spoilers, I'll do spoilers. But yeah, I've been watching that. If you're a kid growing up, I think this is like your Dragon Ball Z. Like that's what I think God of High School
yeah,
is that it's like it's gonna be like your Dragon Ball Z, because I know like there's a lot of people who are just like the big three. It's like, guys, we gotta get new stuff.
true.
I love Goku. I love Vegeta. I love Naruto. I love Luffy. But like we gotta get some new stuff in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was actually planning on doing a show called Geek Blasphemy. Like I actually wanted to. It's an idea for the future, but I wanted to get like some nerds who are into this stuff on the show and to like share their blasphemous opinions that are just gonna get people mad. Like I saw.
yo,
I saw one that made me be like, yo, people be hot. Like I saw one that said the fight between Netero and Meruem was underwhelming, and I was just like, oh, the anime
okay,
community.
okay,
But that's not even the only one I saw. Like I saw the other one where it was like yo, Naruto is a trash character. I was like, these niggas is wild and like
True. I I have no comment. Trying to keep my composure.
I was just like, wow, y'all just gonna come out the gate with that, like, geez. Because Hunter x Hunter was an interesting watch for me. Because I was like, yo, when does
Yeah.
Gone and like, okay, spoilers. I'll put sections in the video if you're planning on watching Hunter and you've never watched Hunter. But that whole, okay, this is the spoiler section again, you know, because people will be like, spoilers, dude, this came out in 2011, like, that's not even my bad.
True.
It's 9 years ago. If you didn't watch it, that's your bad. But anyway, like, that whole thing with where I thought Gon was gonna go against Meruem, I was just like, okay, so does that mean we getting Gon versus Meruem? And that never happens. That was mind blowing for me. I was just like, they never met. They never actually had a one-on-one. They never actually ran the fade. That was a huge thing for me. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
This because the person who made the anime the reason they made this because they wanted to make like a shonen type of anime where there's not much shonen. In other words, like they wanted to make their own Goku, but a Goku who doesn't like fight in general. Because like if you watch during the whole series, like Gon doesn't really fight like that. And the only time he did fight was in the little tower thing that they had where he wanted to. I mean, when he fought against Hisoka, and also when he fought the cat girl. I forgot her name. I don't remember.
Pito.
But
Pito.
yeah, Pito. But yeah, mostly like the main reason why he usually fight is something based off of like revenge or just anger, because it's a really good anime. Don't get me wrong, but the idea that just the fact that like it's supposed to be one of them like type of animes of Dragon Ball Z and Goku and stuff, but there's not really much fighting in it, and it's just really amazing to me because a lot of people today enjoy fighting animes, and Hunter x Hunter is technically a fighting anime.
I think that was the thing. The story was so good that you were still there, even though there was not a lot of fighting going on. So I think that's like a
Yeah.
testament to unlike Dragon Ball Z, where that must be one of the most stressful universes. Like if the movies were canon, that would mean these dudes fight 24/7. That would mean they went to another planet to fight Broly, only to land to fight Cell, only to fight like the fusion. I was like, yo, that is madness. Speaking of which, since you're into the animes, I gotta get your opinion on this. Okay, so we get the DBS Broly movie. Personally, I'm not a fan, simply because of like, first off, Dragon Ball Super. I'm gonna say it. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna come at me. But Dragon Ball Super is trash, in my opinion. It is trash. It is boo boo. You can throw it in and throw it away. It is no good. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good in the
Well,
slightest.
first of all, allow me to say that you're wrong. Nah, I'm just playing.
I was about to be like, oh, he legit likes it.
Nah, Dragon Ball Super it's mediocre to me. Like I love some moments of it, but I don't really love it in general. It's yes and no, but yeah, what you was talking about the Broly movie?
Yeah, like a lot of people were like, yo, Broly movie is sick, it's insane. What did you think of it? I'll get into what I thought of it later, but I mean, what did you think of it if you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. In my opinion, I love the animation. First of all, like
Yeah.
I love how they did with the animation. Is amazing, and in my honest opinion, I feel like I love it more only because the story of Broly is better than the original story of Z Broly. Like I love Z Broly more as a character, but when it comes to story, DBS Broly had the better story because like Z Broly, the reason he was fighting Goku and stuff is because he cried. He cried when he was a baby, and it's just like bro, you are you that mad?
I'll give that to you. Like I still feel like I like Z Broly better. and that made more sense to me
Yeah.
as a story. But I'll give that to you. I can't even defend that one. Like that was the one time I was like, y'all should have made Vegeta the main character of that story. Because
Yeah.
if you replace Goku in like with Vegeta, then that becomes one of the most fire Dragon Ball Z stories ever told. Like if his beef was not
Yeah.
with Goku and it was with Vegeta, where because like Vegeta's dad tried to kill him, I was like, if he had beef with Vegeta, I would be like, like this is one of the most fire. But now you put Goku in there, and I was just like, and like I don't know if you've seen Team Four Star when they were like that whole he's so cool,
Mm.
but he's so dumb, but he's so
Yeah.
cool. I was like,
I love Team
yeah,
4 Star.
yeah, man, dodge. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, man, I feel like for me, the only thing was is I hated how they invalidated all of the training and battle experience. Like that
Yeah.
to me was just like so. Goku and Vegeta basically doing Pilates. They basically doing yoga now. They just training like they just doing patty cake out here. They just playing. They just having fun because training doesn't mean anything anymore. Like
Oh.
I mean, Broly's born. He just born, right? Like he just born, and then he got God power, and he's on the same level as Beerus. Like I don't tell me otherwise, because it takes two Super Saiyan gods fused together to beat one. Like,
Yeah.
and
It's perfect.
somebody had the gall to tell me that just because Dragon Ball Z sometimes showed that power scaling matters doesn't mean that power scaling actually matters. I was like, how else do you build rules for a world? Like, like One Punch Man is One Punch Man because he one punches. Like
Yeah.
if he three punches or four punches and it's not working, you're breaking the rules of the world. So Dragon Ball Z taught me that you train, you get strong. Not you just born
Yeah.
and you have a tingly back. Like tingly backs is how you become Super Saiyan now. And apparently Broly was just born with the tingliest of backs. Like that's just what we do in out here.
Yeah. I ain't like that.
Nigga was tingly
You
back
know with
king
that.
out here, man. I was just like, I was like, really, bro? That's what we doing out here? Yeah, fam. So for me, I didn't like Super at all. I did not like Super one bit.
Yeah. Understandable. But like one thing that like really got to me when people was talking about power levels in
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Super was the idea that like I was like, okay, cool. So like power levels are a thing. People have like their limits, you know. But like one thing that really like got to me that made me change my whole idea was like in one episode where Goku was fighting Krillin
Oh,
on a tournament
yeah,
thing. And
yeah.
then he went Super Saiyan God and used like his Super Saiyan God like Kamehameha. Like for one, I think I forgot what happened. I think for one, it was like two things. Like Krillin was managed to like deflect that with his
The
own Kamehameha. I think
bruh.
it was one of those. He managed to like get out of the way of that, and just the fact that like Android 18 was able to get the Kamehameha out of
Bruh.
nowhere, and I'm like, bruh, he's a Super Saiyan God, so like his Kamehameha is supposed to be like powerful, right?
Yeah, like he was weren't they changing reality, him and Beerus when they were fighting or something? Like they were
Yeah,
gonna destroy like the universe. No, this is for me when Dragon Ball Super went down. This is the one. When Frieza came back and he had 4 months of training and now he on the same level as Goku and Vegeta.
yeah.
I was
Like
like, nigga. I
four
was
months
like,
of training, and now he can turn gold.
bruh, I was like, no, yeah, it made me change languages. I was like, wait, what? You make 4 months. Like Goku and Vegeta done trained with angels and gods and in different dimensions and all of that. 4 months. Four. I was like, so like what Frieza did, he's like, you know that Boondock song, "Stomp him in the nuts." That's basically what Frieza did to power levels. He just took power levels and like stomp them in the nuts. Stomp them in the...
True. Oh man.
There's just no respect for power levels, none whatsoever. So
Yeah.
I also have a feeling that you're into superheroes. I don't know, like I'm
Yeah.
this is just again. So like with the superhero genre, is there like any like things that you're excited for as a content creator, especially when you were talking about stories earlier? Because I personally feel a lot of stories are the same. There's very few things that'll surprise you, but there's some stuff coming out there that I'm excited for personally. But what about you?
Um. Generally, I'm mostly just excited for Batman, like the whole Batman series, because I heard they're making two games based on one of them is based on the previous Batman game, which was really it was okay, but in my opinion, I loved it. I don't really care what anybody say, but
Which one was this?
um the last one they made was Batman Arkham Knight, I
Oh,
think.
Arkham Knight. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
People been on that, and I mean,
yeah,
I thought they could have changed some stuff, but I still think it was a pretty solid game, and I still liked it as a whole. You know, one
yeah,
criticism that drove me crazy about that game was like people were like, "Oh my God, you spend so much time in the Batmobile." I'm like, "No, that's you. That's. I feel like that's you."
true.
Like I did fine without it.
Yeah,
Like
I honestly feel like Batmobile, so I rarely use it, you know.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, you were
But
saying
yeah,
sorry. Go.
they're making two games, both Batman related. One with the Harley Quinn. I forgot the name of the game. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
is it the
keep forgetting
Suicide
stuff.
Squad?
But there's one with Harley Quinn.
Is it the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Where Superman's evil again?
Yeah, the
Because
Suicide
that's original.
Squad. It's a game. True. And yeah, another one that they're making that's I forgot the name again.
Gotham Knights, I
But
think.
basically they're making two games. Yeah, I think yeah. I know it's Gotham something. But yeah, they're making two games, and like one thing I really do not understand is that Gotham Knight, um, Gotham Knight isn't a follow up from Arkham Knight,
It's
but
not.
the Suicide Squad game is. Yeah, they
Wait,
say the Suicide Squad game is a follow up from the Arkham Knight, but Gotham Knight isn't, even though they have the similar type of story.
huh?
So basically, what's going on right now? People are saying that Gotham Knight isn't like the isn't a follow up from Arkham Knight. It's a different story. It's a different like whole different concept. I think it's because those people who making Gotham Knights are not the same ones who made Arkham Knight. But it's just the idea that like it doesn't make sense to me because they technically have the same story. Like in the beginning, in the trailer, they said like Batman, yo, Batman, making a video to his people and stuff saying that yo, if you were reading this, I'm dead or whatever. And in Arkham Knight, in the ending, spoilers for people who haven't played Arkham Knight, but in the ending, Batman technically dies. So it doesn't really make sense to me, but somehow the Suicide Squad game is supposed to be the follow up from the Arkham Knight game, and somehow Superman is evil, and
I'm getting
I don't
worried
know.
now. I'm getting worried now. This is sounding like convoluted DC. It's like the DCEU bleeding
Yeah,
into the video games.
yeah,
is the
but
DC is the DCEU right to just migrating to the video games? Because that sounds like some Zack Snyder. That sounds like some DCEU. I don't know what's going on there. That sounds crazy. Because the other thing with the
yeah,
Gotham Knights, when I thought it was a follow up, I was like, with Batman and Arkham Knight, doesn't his identity get revealed? So wouldn't everybody know who everybody is? Like at that
yeah,
point, oh well, he already said spoilers, so you can't even. And it's from 2015, so just get out of here with that. Anyway, Batman's identity gets found out, which like I don't like that kind of trend because they also did that with Spider-Man, like Spider-Man PlayStation 4, where you find where
yeah,
Peter Parker's identity is found out, and I'm just like, yo, how come we finding out all the masked people's identities, but we can never find out the identity of Superman? Nobody knows who Superman is. He's always just like we don't know who he is. And it's like, bruh, it's Clark Kent. It's like, come on, you
Yeah. Like they
know,
say they have the same type of body type.
he's never on the scene when Superman's on the scene. Like as a reporter, you're supposed
Yeah.
to be there reporting the Superman stuff, and he's never there. And people are just like, it's cool, it's cool. But yeah, yeah, I definitely find that weird because I'm just like, shouldn't Gotham Knight follow up Arkham Knight? Like that I find that strange. And what do you think about some of the designs for Gotham Knight? Like, I'm not liking Tim Drake's design. It looks too much Damian Wayne ish, and it's like it's a bit weird for me, like his design. What do you think
Yeah.
about the designs?
Um, be honest, yeah, I understand like your point of view with the designs, but be honest, um, they're okay to me. Like I don't really care about it, but I understand like the Robin design is kind of weird. But the other designs like Nightwing and Batwoman and Red Hood, I think. But yeah, I love those designs to be
No,
honest.
those designs are fire. I just think it was the Robin one for me, where I was just like, why is he wearing like a
Yeah.
weird like he's wearing something like he's from BTS or something. I was like, no shade to BTS because I don't know the BTS army if they get down like that. Like they like the beehive. You say anything, they will
Yeah.
descend on you like vultures. But I'm just saying that you can't be intimidating like thugs if you dress like a K-pop heartthrob. Like they're not gonna be scared of you that way. And already your name is
Yeah.
Robin. You need to look hard. You need to look like the hardest
True. You
And I
need to
also
look like
saw,
you
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
need to look like you need to look like people are scared of you, not the other way around.
You scared of people?
So
It's
yeah.
like I'm Robin. Oh, you really missed it. I also wanted to talk about that gameplay trailer a little bit because you saw some of the game stuff. It looks like they're introducing a lot of
Yeah.
futuristic technology. What do you think of that? Because my thoughts on it is it's like that's a little bit weird for me to go from like Batman, where I mean it was comic booky, but you know it kind of felt like
Yeah.
you know some sort of semblance of reality. Whereas now people are teleporting in the video game, where I'm just like, all right, so apparently we're doing that now.
Yeah, that idea, like when they came up with that, I didn't really like it, but I don't know. I just had to wait till the game comes out so I actually know how it feels, because I might like it in the game, but this is just my speculation right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just love the idea of like co-op, just beating up people, playing with two players and stuff.
Man, can they bring back proper co-op? Like, can they bring back proper co-op? Okay, like online is cool. I
Yeah,
love online, it's cool, but there's nothing like you and your homie sitting down at the screen and you like running the fades or like you going one on one or you like co-oping for real where it's like you here, him here. Like remember those
yeah,
days when it
yeah,
was like two of you, like you didn't have to be online or LAN or something like that, man. So
true,
they need to bring back that proper co-op, man. Because geez, I
true.
miss
I
those
mean,
days.
sadly, yeah, I was about to say I miss those days too. Sadly, we can't do it right now.
Oh yeah, hey, yeah, hey. Right now, online is the only option.
Yeah.
So yeah, also another thing that I wanted to get your thoughts on a little bit. Like I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. So I'm a huge comic book head. Like I'm a huge superhero nerd person. Like been reading comic books since I was 8 years old. And fun fact about Meisterman over here. I got hit by a car when I was 5 trying to be Superman. So do with that well what you wish. Yes, I saw Superman stop a car and I was like, hey, maybe I can do that. Found out I couldn't do that. Like my body is not made of. I'm not the Man of Steel and I'm not from Krypton. So found that out the hard way. But there's a
Yeah.
big controversy going on with the Suicide Squad game. I don't know if you know about it, but basically it's with the black Deadshot. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that change is weird or whatever?
Um, be honest, in my opinion, I like the idea, of like just putting black characters, like switching white characters with black characters because it's just like who I am as a person and as African American. So be honest, I love it. I know some people don't love it because there's a lot of moments like that where it's like they switched up a character for a black character, a white character for a black character. Because, for example, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they switched white girl.
Oh, O'Neil. Are you
I
talking
keep
about
forgetting her
April
name.
O'Neil?
Yeah, April. Yeah, April O'Neil. Yeah, they changed her to a black character in the newest series, and it turned out good for most people. Like I haven't watched much of the episodes, but it looks really good. And and I just feel like for those who have like doubts that the Black Deathshot is going to be bad or horrible as a character, then I honestly feel like they just should wait till it comes out, because who knows what could happen. Like people could say this and say that, but when it comes out, then people have a different response or
I'll tell you
everything
this.
just changed.
I'll tell you this. For me personally, I wasn't a fan simply because being a huge comic book fan, there was like six other characters I would have put in Deadshot's place if they wanted a black character. I was just like, yo, come on, there's Bronze Tiger, there's Black Spider or whatever. That's what I would be like, yo, if y'all really want a black dude, come on, let's just put one of these guys in there because I'm just like, for me, I like those characters are cool, and they're not just cool because they're
Yeah,
black. Like they happen to be black characters that are cool. So I'm just like, if y'all need a cool
yeah,
black character, you can just put him. Like you can keep Deadshot the same because they had that whole movie
yeah.
with Arkham where they put why am I forgetting his name now? I just said it.
Will Smith.
Bron-
You talking
no,
about?
no, no, not the
Oh,
Will Smith movie. It was an animated movie. It was
oh,
pretty
yeah.
dope. It was pretty dope. It was with the Suicide
Okay.
Squad. It was like a follow up, and they had Bronze Tiger in there, and he has like one of the coldest fights with Deadshot, where I was just like, "Yo, this dude is badass. This dude's badass." But that being said, I know there's people out there like you who don't mind it, and I'm like, all right, you better be good. Like, you better not be no typical talking.
Yeah.
I better not be hearing, man, damn, did you see how well I shot that fool?
Oh man.
What the jive turkey? I better not be hearing any of that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
let them talk like a regular person. Because that's what they do to some of these characters. They just be like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, who's doing all of this when they talking? Who's doing all of it? Like, like he's about to start pop locking. He's just and like pop lock and moonwalk next to a bucket of chicken. I'm just like, this is too much. This is.
Yeah. It, it's really
I
too
get,
much.
I get that he's black, but we see it. You don't have to
Mm.
lay it on so thick. Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna look forward to the game, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just saying, Hollywood. Let's not keep changing characters. Let's bring in some original characters. They're there and they're good. So yeah. Yeah, man. So it's
Yeah.
been great having you on this podcast, man. Thank you for doing this. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to talk to you about games, talk to you about anime, finding out that you edit for Afro and all of that stuff, which is still mind blowing to me. Because I just thought he was a follower of yours on Twitter. I didn't know you were working with the guy. That's a huge deal. So, is there anything you would like to leave Meisterville with, like some last thoughts before we wrap this up? You want to plug anything that people should be looking out for? Because you're about to get a couple of fans from South Africa. I'm going to be shipping this around and putting some stuff on my Instagram. So you're about to get some fans from the African side.
Nice. Well, first of all, I don't really want to plug anything except for my YouTube channel. You can follow me Cyber Media on YouTube. And I really honestly want to leave you guys with encouragement because I have a whole story about how all this happened, how I came to be the person I am today. And No, honestly, I just want to say, just keep doing what you love, keep doing what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise because they're not you. They're not controlling you. You are your own person, and you should feel like you're your own person. So I wouldn't have gotten here today if it wasn't for just keep being myself and keep putting in work and just being the best person I want to be. So if any of you have a dream that you really want to achieve or any goals, just keep doing it. Don't look back. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and just be yourself. That's
Be
it.
yourself, man. Yeah, that's a great message to end on. And as much as people can say it's a cliche, y'all don't listen. Y'all listen to Kanye West, y'all listen to all of these celebrities, y'all listen to all these crazy people, and you listen to buying the latest shoe and all of that stuff. Y'all don't listen to the like the things that sound like cliches, but they're actual real truth. Like it's crazy. I don't know if you ever feel that way about social media sometimes, but people just be letting people influence them to like crazy
Yeah,
insane points. I'm just like, be your own person, goddamn. stop stop buying chains because two chains got chains. He two chains. Like pay your rent.
true. Like you want to be like Two Chains, get two jobs.
Bruh, like come on. And that's the other thing that kills me about the YouTube space. Like I don't know if you had that, but I got this basic thing where somebody would be like, "That's irresponsible. Do you know how many people you will influence?" Because I basically had a video talking about how I don't like blackwashing in particular, but somebody was just like, "You're spreading false information." I was just like, you know what? Go do your own research then. Like,
Yeah,
don't look to me to do your job. Like, you're still a grown person. Like, stop. Like, social media shouldn't have you acting like a child because you grow. Like, so yeah,
that's true.
as much as that is a cliche, it needs to be said again and again and again because I personally feel like people don't listen. People just do stuff because other people are doing stuff. They're not doing stuff because they want to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or because it's their passion, or it's because
Yeah,
they just they just buying Yeezys. They just buying Yeezys because Yeezy got Yeezy. They're not scrutinizing enough. Personally, in
yeah.
my opinion.
Man, those shoes are horrible. First of all, they
they,
they look gross.
they look like Power Ranger shoes. Like that's what the Power Rangers wear when they about to morph. Like
Yeah,
they look like dinosaur. They look like dinosaur feet. Like I saw that thing, I was just like, God damn, is this Jurassic Park? Like what's happening here?
yeah. And also, like, I had this whole concept, like throughout my life, I had this whole idea of like, hey, if I see somebody doing this, then that means I could do the same thing. Like, I don't have to be that person. I don't have to be like that person. I could do the similar things that person did, but I could do I could do it like even better, like not trying to put the person down or whatever. It just gotta have that mentality that like, hey, I see this, I could do better, or hey, I see this, I could be on the same level as that person. It's just the whole fact that like, hey, you see somebody doing this doesn't mean you got to do it. Like that person might be going through some things that you don't know, but hey, you want to be like them. You want to go do the same things that they went through, but that's on you. But just have to be yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Because I also think people forget that entertainers are also human beings. Like just because he got a million
Yeah.
subscribers, it don't mean that he's not a human being per se. Like, I know we're supposed to be closing this out, but whatever. But like, I saw that situation with Dante one time where they were coming after his girl, like, like, like they could just come out their mouth sideways, and I was just like, y'all forgetting that this man he's human being. Like, I know he was roasting people at some stage, but
Yeah.
chill, relax. Like, God, like damn. Like just because you're allowed living the lives that you want, now you want to make this dude feel uncomfortable for his life choices. Hey, get out of here with that. Like,
Yeah, that's a huge thing, especially when it comes to YouTube, because I know this like a weird person to talk about, but PewDiePie went through one of the same situations back then when he was just small YouTuber with like 1 mil, 5 mil. I say small, but like back
Nigga.
then it was small to him back then.
Yeah, bro, it's
So
big to
like
me. Can I get 1 million? Thank you, please. Yes, sir.
yeah, exactly. But back then people used to talk about his content. It was like, hey, I want to see more of this, I want to see more of that. And the stuff that the people wanted to see like was stuff that he didn't want to make. And that's a huge thing when it comes to YouTube, that like when you are like acceding to a new level, like getting a lot of people talking to you, collaborating with a lot of famous YouTubers, there's going to be people who's like, hey, I want you to do this, hey, I want you to do that, which is understandable. But sometimes it really like burns out the character or burns out the person as a whole. Because like if I was like if I was like famous right now and people told me to play The Last of Us 2 or finish The Last of Us 2 on my gameplay channel, I wouldn't do it. Not only because I don't like the game, but because it's just something I don't really like to do. And plus, I already beat the game, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, I mean, my mentality on YouTube is very simple. It's just that I'm in a relationship with my audience. Like how you're in a
Yeah,
relationship with a girl or whatever, or a guy, depending. I'm not, I ain't, be who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna be like, why did he only mention women? Hey, but like for me, I'm in a relationship with my audience, and you got to think like if you've ever been in a controlling relationship. Like I asked my subscribers, if you've ever been in a controlling relationship, was that fun? Was that nice to have somebody just dictate every one of your moves? Like you can only hang out with these
yeah,
people, you can only eat these things, you can only go here, you can only go there. This is where you need to go. This is where, dude. Those relationships will last 2 weeks if you're lucky. Like I'm breaking up with you
yeah,
tomorrow. The minute you start telling me what I can eat, I was like, okay, hold up. Now we got problems. Now we've got issues, and you better like ease up, or I'ma leave, or you can leave. Like that's what I'm saying to my subscribers. Is like I respect you guys, I love you guys, but we're in a relationship. Like this is 50-50.
yeah,
I'm gonna make what you like, but I also need to make what I'm liking as well. And if you don't rock with my stuff, you can always leave. You can always unsubscribe, unfollow. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks when you're small, but I mean that's the mentality you got to go in with. Because I feel like if you let your audience dictate what they want from you, that's when you lose your love for YouTube. Personally,
yeah. That's very true.
yeah, because like bruhs be like, why is he not doing this? Like Berlizzi, like I saw this with Berlizzi where he was not making exposed because I don't know if you know about the exposed
Yeah,
series. Yeah,
yeah. I watched one.
what is that? Oh man, I love exposed, bro. I love the exposed series.
Yeah,
Like, boy, if
but
you
now
don't get,
but now he's doing something that he actually enjoys. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying he doesn't enjoy like the expose, but it's just the fact that like he don't want his whole like social media personality to be revolved around like flaming these fictional characters. And I watch his gaming videos and stuff, and honestly, I enjoy them more than his exposed videos because it shows who Berlizzi is as a person and as like a person in real life rather than somebody with a camera talking about like these these cartoon characters.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually glad that we got into this topic because I was about to close it and I was like, actually, this is a fire topic because as YouTubers, especially small
Mhm.
YouTubers, I definitely think you have to have the conversation of what is your mentality for YouTube. Because like for me,
Yeah,
I fell in love with the well. Do we pause that? I don't know. I fell in love with Belize's like personality and who he is as a person. So when he stopped doing exposed, I was just like, all right, okay, it's it. What's the next thing, bro? Let's get on to the next piece of content because I'll watch anything
yeah,
Polisi is in. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think like definitely doing what you want on YouTube. I mean, you still have respect for your audience because I mean, it's not like he was just like, "Nah, bye, I'm not doing exposed no more." He was like, "Guys, I can't do this exposed no more, but I got this stuff that you should check out." So I feel like for me, that's
yeah,
respectable in saying like, "Look, I'm gonna change up the content. I want y'all to know, and y'all can make y'all decision for yourselves." So I definitely that's my approach to YouTube. My approach is that like I'm gonna make the stuff that I want to make, and if it turns into a series that I enjoy and you enjoy, that's great. But I'll give you a heads up. But I'm not going to let you guys dictate everything about my channel. That's just not what we gonna do here.
Yeah, and it's a good thing when you also have those type of fans, the type of people who's willing to accept that and go over to like things that you want to do rather than like things that mainstream media sees, because like his videos, they got like millions of views, like millions of people watch it, million people like it, talk about it, share them. And you look over to his gaming channel, he he doesn't get like millions of views, but he still gets like close enough to that amount, you know. And it's just amazing how like people who's willing to accept the fact that like he's Berlizzi, he want to do what he wants to do, and he wants to do what he likes basically. And I don't want to get off topic, but can I tell you like the people who inspired me to do actually be the YouTuber I am?
Please, please go ahead.
Okay, so there's a lot of YouTubers out there, mostly black YouTubers that I've seen and have inspired me to like work on my content and to be better with my content, you know. It's for one, like Afro, the reason I started watching his content is because he inspired me to be dedicated to this YouTube and things that I want to do. Because if you ask me like who's the most dedicated person on YouTube, I had to say Afro, because this man literally last year uploading videos every single day to the point where he reached 1 million subscribers. And the fact that you're uploading a video every single day, that's a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to do that.
Yeah.
And he was just like, but the fact that like, he was so serious about his work, he was so dedicated. Like, yo, uh, I'm going to get this amount of people. I'm going to get millions of views. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to be that person I want to be. That takes a lot of dedication. And Afro to me is my main source of dedication. Um, Now when it comes to like comedy, I guess when I look up, when the first person I think of when it comes to comedy is Dashy, because Dashy SP, Dashy Games, this dude, what up? Is Dashy?
Exactly.
Yes, I love his content because he's a very hilarious guy, and the fact that like um all his videos like back then even to now doesn't even take a lot of editing. Just only editing that he do is just cut, trim, and for his Mario videos he just add some green screen stuff and make it funny. But back then when he didn't have that stuff, he was a hilarious person. And like the reason he's where he at now is because he was being himself. He was just making content, being funny, and being the guy that he is. So comedy is something to like really look forward to when it comes to YouTube, and like Dashy is the like main focus of what comedy is when it comes to like the whole YouTube space. And when I think of creativity when it comes to like a black YouTuber, Run JD Run is one of the best
Oh
persons,
yeah.
like one
Ah.
of the best YouTubers I know when it comes to creativity. Like I started watching his videos when he used to make GTA videos with Dashy,
Mm.
and I was like, hey, it's a black YouTuber. I'm gonna look at his videos and watch them. And I've been subscribed ever since. That was like
Bro, you know
that
what
was
my
a long
favorite
time
series of
ago.
his from? You know what my favorite series from him though is? I wish he brought it back.
Which one?
Well, he can't bring it back right now, but Miles and Freestyles. Miles and Freestyles
Oh
was
yeah,
amazing. Oh man, Miles and Freestyles was so. I have a whole video dedicated to Run JD Run because I have this whole series where I talk about my favorite YouTubers of all time. I actually have I'm Dante to make a
yeah.
video about, and I have Long Beach Griffey to make a video about, and Afro Senju to make a video about, because like the whole series is dedicated
Yeah.
to YouTubers that I love and all of that stuff. So yeah, man.
Yeah. I
Run
saw
JD Run.
yeah, I saw your Run JD Run video, and I
Oh,
think that's actually how we met. Cause I liked your comment. I mean, yeah, I liked your tweet, and then you replied back, and we started talking and everything.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Content bringing people together. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
you go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, it's all good. So yeah, when it comes to creativity, Run JD Run is one of the best creative people out there. Like, I understand that like people only follow him because his dad was famous and
I
like
didn't even know
RIP
that.
his dad.
Like
Yeah, I didn't even
R.I.P.
know.
John
Like,
Witherspoon. I didn't know he was dating with like John Witherspoon's son. I had no clue.
yeah,
I only found out like when they were in a video together. I was like, wait, hold up, is that John Withers? Oh, oh. Like you know that Illuminati meme.
yeah.
You know that Illuminati meme.
But yeah, what happened to me? It was kind of like the same thing. I was watching one of his videos back then. It was like 2 years later. Then I saw I didn't know who his last name was because I only knew him by like Run JD Run. And then he talked about himself. He said his last name was Witherspoon, and I was like, oh, okay, Witherspoon. And I was like, and then like later that night, I was watching Boondocks. Then I saw the credits. It was like John Witherspoon. I was like, wait, John Witherspoon, and wait, are they related? And then bam, the next day it was a video of him and his dad playing the game. I was like, wait, hold up, hold up, they're related. And I was like, yo, that's amazing to me. But it's also amazing to the fact that like I didn't know that he was John Witherspoon's son.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people follow him now because his dad died, and it's like, oh, he has a son, and go follow him and stuff.
Which I
Which
think is kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. Because first of all, that whole Boondock
yeah,
situation with what the Boondocks did to him. I don't know if you saw that video of his with one of the Boondocks did
yeah, I saw it.
that stuff. Which I thought that was some sucker. That was some sucker shit. Like I thought that was just whack. Like I thought that was come on. Like you gonna bring the dude in
Yeah,
and then you gonna jerk him around. Come on, that's not cool. That's not cool, man. But yeah, I feel for like don't go follow him because of his dad. Follow him for him. Like he's got good stuff, and he's like really
yeah,
talented. So I mean, don't be there just because of his dad. Is what I'm saying personally. Anyway.
yeah. Like I really love his videos. One of my favorite videos of his very series is when he plays Sonic Adventure.
Oh
He was doing
yeah.
both voice acting for the
Yeah.
characters. I just love his
Oh
tail
man, that
character,
video
man.
was so cool.
Like, like
Oh.
that's not right. that's just not right. I love, bro. I love his content.
Dude, he's such a fire.
Hopefully one day, yeah. Hopefully one day I could meet him in person and be
Oh,
honest. Be
dude.
honest with you. I wanna edit videos for him. I just want to work with his content, like be a part of his team, because I know he is looking for editors, and I'm willing to be an editor for him
Hey,
as
I'm willing
well.
to be an editor for JD. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, true.
Ah, that is so cool, man. Yeah. You name all of the YouTubers that I looked up to when I started doing YouTube. Actually, my origin story on YouTube was a little bit different because I was trying to I was upset that there were not enough black characters in the mainstream, like black
Yeah.
comic book characters in the mainstream and all of that stuff. And this
Mm.
guy legit told me, you know what? If you don't like it, why don't you make your own? And I was like, all right, bet. Fine. I'm gonna do a YouTube
True.
channel. I'm gonna get famous, and I'm gonna start making my own comic books. And I don't want to hear nothing about nothing, because apparently I was making it about race, and race doesn't matter. And I was like, all right, fine, bet. Okay, cool.
Yo,
And that's
and yo, speaking of comic books, you brought me to the point where I forgot to mention these people. Well, this group of people,
yeah.
there's RDC Part
Oh,
One. They are probably the most inspirational people out there as
Wu
well.
Tang
Like,
Clan of YouTube. Wu
yes, sir, I
Tang
saw it.
Clan of YouTube.
Root Clan or YouTube, bro. I love their content as well, man. And if you don't know these people, I suggest you really look into these people.
I'm gonna put
Look
my
into
playlist down there. I'm gonna put my playlist down there, and then they can just go check those people out. Because RDC World, bruh, bruh, RDC World, Anime House.
Yes, they are creative people as well,
Yeah,
and
man. No, I love that. I would love to meet Mark Phillips and like I would love to meet like App and all of that stuff. Like that would be
yeah.
so cool to do that with
I
them.
wanted to I wanted to go to DreamCon. It's RDC. They have something that they do kind of like a vision convention. It's called DreamCon. And they host it every year. They started doing it 2 years ago, and I like the idea of like how it all started because they wanted to be guest speakers in other conventions, but they was like no, and so that like hurt them. They felt like they was being racist and biased to them. So it's like, you know what, might as well make our own convention, you know. So I wanted to go to DreamCon, and this like one of the most amazing things that one of my goals that I actually want to do because I know a lot of the YouTubers gonna be there. It's gonna be in Texas. I forgot where in
Yeah,
Texas,
I
but it's
forgot
gonna be
where
in
it is,
Texas.
but yeah, it's in
Yeah,
Texas somewhere. I
yeah,
wanted to actually fly. Like that was one thing. I was like, if I could get a ticket to fly to Texas, like I would care. I would camp outside to go to DreamCon. DreamCon looks fire. Like
yeah, and it's gonna
DreamCon looks
be
amazing.
a lot of creative people there. Like I think 2 years ago, it was literally they was having the Smash tournament. And it was literally everybody we talked about was there, except for Afro and JD. I think JD was supposed to be there, but some stuff happened. But yeah, it was literally Mark, Berlizzi, Dante, Caleb City, Long Beach Griffey. It was like
Hey, people
everybody was
getting
there,
their feelings with Smash. I
and
didn't know Smash was that serious, bro. Yo, people be
yeah,
getting touched with
yeah,
Smash.
it is.
Yo, I had no
It is.
clue. I was like, these niggas don't play with Smash.
Smash Ultimate is probably one of the most like games where you when you find somebody, you feel some type of way if you lose.
I be seeing whole like Berlizzi be getting like, I told you, Donkey Kong up in here, Donkey Kong. I'm
Yeah,
like, damn, Berlizzi. Oh man. Okay. Actually, we gotta close this up now because we going into overtime. As much fun as I'm having online
yeah,
and everything, but yeah, we did do the end
yeah,
message basically, which I really like from you, and I'm gonna say to all of my subscribers wherever you are, please go check this man out. I'm gonna leave the Instagram handle underneath them. I'm gonna leave the SoundCloud link underneath them on the video, and I'm gonna leave the Twitter handle as well. Just go check out all of his stuff. He's an amazing content creator. He's got a lot of amazing stuff. And again, I'm telling you, he got me, a YouTuber with 3 channels. I'm gonna say that again. He got me, a YouTuber with 3 channels, to sit down and watch a 20-minute video. Do you know how much anxiety you usually get as a YouTuber when you're supposed to be making stuff? Because you feel like you're supposed to be making
yeah,
stuff all the time. You're like, man, I missed
yeah,
this and I missed this, and he got me to sit down for 20 minutes. That's a testament. That's a really dope skill. So go check him out. Like I'm not gassing him up or anything. His content is fire. His content is fire. I want to thank you, Mr. It's Cyber Media, right? It's Cyber
yes,
is
sir.
the Twitter thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
because
to thank.
cyber media was taken, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I want to thank you for being here so much, man. All right, now these are the final words before we close this out. Do you have anything else you want to say, or like you covered everything you wanted to cover?
Okay, well, I just want to say it's a pleasure for me to be here. This was actually my first time doing like being featured on the podcast or doing a podcast in general, and I actually had a really good time. Love your videos, by the way. I love everything you do, and I appreciate you for taking the time out to watch my videos and actually giving me the potential that I actually needed to keep going on, keep putting in work, and being successful because I remember literally a couple of days after we started talking and stuff, you said you're gonna be famous one day. I remember you tweeted me on Twitter saying you was gonna be famous one day. And literally that same day I was uploading my first Ninjala video. And then when I uploaded it, I sent it to Twitter. I sent it to people, the head people over who created Ninjala, they was like, "Hey, we like your stuff," and then a lot of people started coming my way, and I was like, "Bro, like, dude, you must be a prophet, bro." So I'm like, man, like it literally happened the same day, and I really appreciate you for saying that and just allowing me to be here in this podcast as well. And for those who are subscribed to this man, you guys are seeing something amazing. You guys are seeing a very creative, very talented person who's very inspirational. Yes, yes, you're inspirational. And yeah, just keep supporting him. If you want to, keep supporting me. Um, we're gonna make it big out there, and just have to keep believing in ourselves.
Yeah,
And
I want to work with you one day, man. Seriously, on some content. That would be so dope. That'd be so fun.
yeah,
I would
well,
like to
I'm
work with you on some
I'm available all the time, all the day, every
content.
day.
Why are you busy editing for Afro? God damn. All right. Well, thanks, man. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so honored to have you here, man. It's been a great time. You've been a great insight and all of that stuff. And I mean everything that I've said about you. And I mean it. You're gonna be famous one day. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Sometimes you just see it with people. Like I'm not a person that just gives out compliments like that because I don't believe in that. Like you're just gassing somebody up to set them up for failure. When you see it for real, I talk on that for real because I believe it for real, basically. But
Thank you,
with
man.
that being said, me and Cyber Media will see you in other videos because Meister Man and Cyber Media have got to be out. Thank you all for watching. Smash the like and everything, and peace.
Peace.